So we continue with 7.2.2. Which is this question, yes. We are done with this first one. We explained what we are given here. We'll explain further. So I color-coded it so that you can see the different scenarios that you actually have to look at before you answer the questions. So let's see, 7.2.2 says how many months will it take Simon to repay the his loan. So we're going to use the present value formula, because what do we have? We have your monthly installments. These are our monthly installments of 450. That's our monthly installments. So that's the value of X for those repayments. So our X is actually 450. And don't try to modify the formula itself yet, because as soon as payments are made, immediately after the loan has been taken, and then we can then modify the formula depending on where it ends. So hence you need to look at the different situations that you might have, and through practice you can actually get it right. But the formula itself, the formula of the present value and the future value formulas, they are formulated, or they were compiled in a way that they follow what the banks are actually doing currently. So you take a loan this month, next month, then you start repaying the loan. So as long as those conditions are still met, you use the formula as it is. But we'll also see if we can come across different situations. So back to the question. We want to know how much will Sen repay for the loan. So he's paying 450. The interest rate is still the same. He's charged by the bank, and he will start paying from the 1st of August 2020. And how long, how many months? It's the same as saying how long will it take someone to repay the loan. So let us take a look at it. Okay, and then the formula sheet will give us the formula as, let me just move down just a bit for space. Please capture the question. We're looking for N, and our X is 450. Interest rate is here, so we're just looking for the value of N, and the present value is actually the amount that we got from the previous question. The previous question, that's the amount that we got, and we said the present value here, when you start paying here, when you start paying, you'll actually be owing the bank your 10,402.50. That's the amount you will pay as soon as you start paying that 450 that month. So this is the amount that you owe. And then we move up a bit. Let me just get some space. So our formula, please copy it as it is from the formula sheet, grade 12. And let's use black. Your PV will be equals to X, then open bracket to the power of -1 I, and then we substitute all the values. You substitute your PV, make sure you substitute correctly, and then the value of X is 450, then 1 open bracket, 1 plus 0.095 divided by 12 compounded monthly to the power of N. We do the same thing at the bottom, 0.095 divided by 12 And we'll simplify using algebra. Multiply the both sides by 0.95 over 12, and then dividing it by 450, so that we can get rid of the 450 and the 0.095 over 12 that is in the denominator. So that's what we are actually doing with this side. So you can also press the values in the calculator, but please don't round it off at the S of yet. Please save them in your calculator so that you don't lose any decimals. And then we'll continue to simplify to make our life much easier. This is our simplification in the left hand side. What we are basically doing, we're multiplying both sides by 0.079 and 450, so that we can get rid of the 450 and the 0.079 on the right hand side. Then we continue to simplify. We're going to transpose one to the other side, and it will give us a -1. Then we have negatives on both sides, so this will actually give us 0.183 minus 1. Then on the left hand side we'll be left with negatives. We don't want our base to be negative, so we'll put in a negative. We'll divide both sides by a negative value, by -1, so that our base can actually be positive. And then we use logs. That's the same one as the one we used in inverses. Then we use those logs to be able to get the final answer. Then this will be our final answer. And then your final answer will be n, negative n, will be equal to negative 25,7008 or 79. Let's make it 08. And then you can see that n cannot be negative, so we can divide both sides by n, and our n will approximately be 26 months. So we'll finish up in how long will it take? It will take Sam 26 months.